Alright, welcome back everyone to the Lord of the Rings Realms in Exile mode of CK3. Once more to a new series. So, let's get back into it. So, today we're gonna be playing as another landless character. The second most important one, which they not too recently, but somewhat recently added to this mod. Was a lot of very interesting content attached to them. It's Eradan of the North, the Guardians of the Fort. He's one of the Dunedain Rangers who protect the, especially hobbits and small folk of the north after the destruction of Arnor and its three successor kingdoms. So let's read his text first. The Dunedain of the North keep a close watch on the few among the free peoples who still dwell within Eriador, a land torn apart by wars and plagues. Among them is Eradan, an experienced ranger currently stationed at Saran Ford, near the southern borders of the peaceful Shire. Accompanied by Andriel of Rivendell, a Noldoran sage, and Farron of Erebor, a hardy fighter with keen eyes and ears, Eradan must soon embark on a perilous journey in order to keep safe the lands of the north. As shadows stir and a new threat arises from the peaks of the misty mountains. Now, in order to make this interesting, I have put this on Flames of Udun once more. So, max difficulty Sauron. So you will have all these conquerors pop up and try and once again annihilate all of the north. And that's gonna be extremely relevant to us, as you will see in a moment. But yeah, let's get right into it. So, what time we doing a landless adventure? I will be honest, I'm not too familiar with landless characters and the mechanics beyond it. I know the basics, but historically I haven't played much of them. So I will still try to make this as interesting as possible. Let's see. Oh wow, you're really good. And who are you? No. So here we are in the mostly abandoned lands of the north. So as a landless adventurer, and we are, as you can see here, we do not have holdings, we have a camp. Currently just consisting of one small pavilion. So not much we're looking at. We are a military guy, so we will go down the martial tree. But with landless, all these perks are now different, so I might switch things up a little bit. Now, what do I really need are these perks? What I really could use is this. Honestly, I think Overseer as a landless character is just straight up better. Yeah, I honestly prefer that. I do. Also pretty good. And the plus 4 pros. That's gonna be really handy down the line. Let's take that at the very least. I do want travel speed. That is gonna be very important for us. But apart from that, I think let's go down this path. Some really nice stuff down here. Oh, really? this first. So, here we are, as Warden Eradan. And now that we're an adventurer, we have a lot more decisions we can take. For this character specifically, we have the Speak with the Locals decision, which basically just means we can have some sort of quests. Not like contracts, but like interactions with the local characters. We are going to be traveling around, and everywhere we pause, we can do that and get some XP, some stats, and whatnot. Down the line, the plan is to become a great adventurer. And, well, once Gondor falls, reclaim that. I will also do all of these other, especially this one. I really love this perk. It's really good. Get this up to level 2. Just look at these bonuses. It's actually pretty simple. I will also try and do this. Shouldn't be too hard as well. Maybe I'll do this. I do want to get the peasant leader trait as well, so I will start a peasant revolt eventually. But I'm not gonna finish it. You will see what I mean once I get to it. And our most important resource is provisions, and as always also gold. So whenever we can, we'll gather provisions. Before then, let's first up get this court maxed. I mean, it's not a court, it's our tent, basically. These don't cost any money, so you can just put them all in. Only if you went like this, it starts costing money. So, let's see. Yeah, that's good. 150. Let's also speak to the locals immediately. So, this is us. A really good character. Already have blood 4, we are strong, and we're an aggressive attacker. That is RNG, but that's a pretty good trait to have. This is our other friend, Baron, son of Meta, dwarf from Erebor, who's really good at fighting, which is going to be very useful down the line. And our beautiful elf friend, who's really smart, so she's going to be our doctor for most of this campaign. Still a pretty good fighter, this has to be said at 18. But yeah. So, this is going to involve a lot of reading. So, I'm sorry I won't be able to read everything, because will be basically endless amounts of reading down the line. I'll read as much as possible in this one. I usually skip a lot of the interactions because these events are just the same, but this one is new, interesting, has a lot of flavor to it, so I'm gonna read it. Sandford hosts a small encampment of the Dunedain of Honor, hidden from view. Here at the southern border of the Shire, the Rangers keep a restless vigil at the behest of their chieftain, making sure no evil may enter the peaceful lands of the hobbits. The camp is small, but offers everything its inhabitants may need. Tents have been pitched to accommodate roughly a dozen Rangers. While we're here, who should we speak to? Of course, first up, speak to our boy Halberchad, the leader of our little camp here. Ranger Captain Halbered of Adendor, right-hand man of the chieftain of the Dunedain of the North, aka Aragorn, a reliable and experienced leader. As I approach him, he nods in approval. I've known him for many years, and have learned to trust his instincts. I'm glad to have you at my side, Eradan, Halberd says. Eriador is vast, and free rangers have always been few. It is good to see your friend with you as well. Your friends, my boys. They shall be a mighty boon in the adventures to come. Aye, says Farron, patting his axe. Don't worry, we'll keep the lad safe. Now then, I'm glad to know the faults on it. What? No, I always want. Ah, fine. Also, the contract. Sanford. Also, yeah. Got that? Oh. Who might you be? Oh, local healer. Eradan is one of the druids of the North Station at Sanford under the leadership of Lash. She's a skilled healer and has taken good care of many a wound I've acquired in the last years. As I approach, the face lights up. Eradan, how good to see you. How have you been? I hope you're careful out there. I always am, Loniel, I reply with a smile. I promise to be extra careful, and if worst comes to worst, I have my friends to rely on. That is much true, says Andriel. That is the elf, by the way. We look out for each other on the road. It was good seeing you. Friendship? Oh no. Someone with these stats deserves more than friendship, if you catch my drift. I'm glad you're here, Lonia. Good, we're done. After that, and it's still there, but all the story is like over now. We are technically not our house head, so we will immediately form ourselves a catted branch. That looks terrible. Such a literally has the, oh my god, the colonizing like image like this. Return to wilderness, that's what this is. I mean, it technically is actually true. I'm sure there's something better we can do. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's find something better. Honestly, just stick to this. We may be catted branch, but even so. Any real point? Let's go to the holding first. So, let's start off. Here we are, the warriors free. The dwarf, the human, and the elf. It is very reminiscent of the trio in the Lord of the Rings, isn't it? We didn't have a woman back then, though. So, no Legolas, instead we got her. The Dunedain of Arnor keep watch over the lands of Eriador, often allying themselves with the elves of Imladris. One such ranger is Eradan, a promising warrior stationed at Fort on the southern boundaries of the Shire. Eradan is joined by Andriel and Farron, his trusted companions, representing the will of both elves and dwarves to combat the darkness wherever it should appear. Meeting up in their camp at Fort, 3 warriors stand ready to defend Eriador from any threat that may arise. So far down. We must make North safe. Yeah, there you can see. Pretty sure. Yeah, there he is. Chieftain Aragon II. This is a bit of a contract. Not much. It's honest work. You on the sun. And let's also set ourselves a there is no, I believe. Oh, what about explorers? Nah, I think Swords Fire, that's what we are. I think that's what we are. Oh, well, that was good timing. A chieftain summon, but I will go for unfinished business. We'll do the contract first. During our stay at Sand Fort, we meet with Halbarat, the commander of the rangers in the vicinity. He hands me a message from our chieftain. Eradan, my friend, come meet me in the Prancing Pony as soon as you're able, the missive reads. A summons from the chieftain, Andrea remarks, reading over my shoulder. This should be interesting, says Farin, his axe at the ready. Safe travels, my friends, Halbaran adds. In the meantime, my men will see to making sure these forts stay safe and the lands of the halflings remain guarded. If you are able, report back to me once you've spoken to Aragon. I look to the north. Bree is only a short distance away. Once we are ready to depart, we will make haste. Oh, what's this? Yeah, let's travel. Oh, lovely. That makes life a lot easier. Oh, then. I think that's good enough. There we go. Let's travel. Put this on if we can. Travel to Bree. Let's see. Do want all these like points of interest. This is gonna be very travel intensive after all. Don't be fooled, we're probably not coming back here. Let's go. Let's watch out the Shire. Okay, I'm not gonna be reading this stuff. Like, that's a bit much. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Let's start building up our camp. Geez, it's a bit more. What about the policy? Maybe some passive income. Yeah, it's probably better to get some passive income first. Oh, we got the Reckless turn. Oh. That's right. There we are. Dark Rumors from the north. There he is, our boy. As we arrive in the town of Bree, we make haste to reach the Prancing Pony, the city's oldest and most well-known inn. Inside, we find Aragon, my chieftain, in a secluded corner. Like he's always in some secluded corner in the Prancing Pony, isn't he? It is good to see you, my friends, Aragon greets us. I have need of your talents. To the north of here lies Fornost, once capital of Arnor. One of its nearby towns, Runlist, lies desolate since the Angmar Wars. Okay, you want to read? Quite a bit. I've heard some troubling reports of goblin activity in those ruins. Could I ask you free to investigate? I would go myself, but I have another important task I cannot set aside to deal with. Without hesitation, we accept the chieftain's mission. Bree is a good starting point to prepare, since dealing with goblins can be a dangerous affair. As you command, chieftain. Travel, time. Stoke to the locals. Bree. Town of Bree is the single large settlement of men in the desolate lands of Eriador. Read. Don't think I've looked at this yet. Oof. Here, the Bree men live alongside the Bree hobbits. Some directly in Bree, others in the surrounding few villages. The inhabitants of Bree are mostly oblivious to the dangers of the wilderness, while the Dunedain of the north uphold a tireless, thankless watch over the lands, shielding them from the dangers. Yeah, that's also a bit in the movies, if you've seen them. Like Butterbird, when Frodo's coming in, he's very, very, well, afraid, so to say, or concerned about the Rangers. Even though they're actually the good guys, which Butterbird later on only in the books, but he will find out once they're gone how important they actually were to the safety of Bree and its surrounding area. While we're here, there are a few people to talk to. Of course, we'll talk to our chieftain, Eradan. Chieftain Eradan of the Dunedain is a man of noble blood and stature. He has led the Dunedain of the North for many years after the death of his father, and has become my friend in recent years. He has taught me much. Before we leave Bree in order to fulfill the mission Eragon gave us, he might have some helpful information. Topic. No, this is just about min-maxing. I think this will be more important on the line. Town of Bree. Okay, we've already got that. Done. Ah, there he is. Parliament Butterbird, the Forgetful. Hey, he's somewhat decent steward, I guess. The most popular inn in Bree is the Prancing Pony, long owned by the prestigious Butterbird family. The current innkeeper, Ballerman, is a busy but forgetful man. Just like many other Bremen, he is wary of the rangers, mistaking their secrecy for malice. Luckily, I have a dwarf at my side. Master Foreign, the innkeeper shouts, as we enter the inn's main room. Whew! How good to see you. How go your travels, friend? Well enough, Ballerman, replies Farron with a smile. As Farron's friend, I think I can afford to ask a few questions. Bree is a town of men, but even though they do not necessarily possess the skill of dwarves or elves, when it comes to metallurgy, they still make useful and sturdy weapons. In Bree, a smith can be found. His wares are adequate, and his price is fair. There he is. Thomas. If I so wished, I could ask him for some new equipment before we leave for our mission to the north. Oh, very much so. Am I more the bow type? I don't really feel like it. Come on. Look at those stupid helms. Now I think we're definitely the sword type. I want the sword. +2, yeah, fair enough. We're done here. Whip it. Now we're already up to 431. Not bad. I guess let's try and lose Diplo. It's not our strong suit, this has to be said. It's gonna take a bit. Thank you, my friend. Let's also visit castle. Oh, sorry, visit the city. Maybe some armor. How much do you want? 83, yeah, that's acceptable. Maybe we need to go into debt a little bit. That's actually pretty good. +10 prowess. Yeah, that's just... Freeman Sword, I think I'm... We're going to heavily into debt, this has to be said. No, none of that. Go and meet up with the locals. Now, this... Okay, I don't have the money. Gotta get some more supplies illegally. Can't afford to do it legally. Good. Now then, I need to make some money. Have patron. Oh, that's it. What? And who did I do this contract for? You, it's a... Ah, you're greedy, I see. Would you be so kind to give me some money? Oh, damn, unfortunate. Let's go. Honestly, this is not really worth it, is it? Takes way too long. Let's just go. Let's make a detour here. Let's go. Yes, and also aspiring blade master. Lovely. Sure. Of course. Now I think we're pretty much stacked out as much as we need to. Runelist. Arrival. We've come to the broken gates of Runelist. Anything about this? No. Once a lively city near Arno's capital, aka Numinous and Fornost. Now Fornost. What we're referring to. From time to time, the Dunedain of Arno visit these ruins to keep watch over the graves of their forefathers, but most of the time, the abandoned town remains silent and empty. As we draw closer to the entrance, Farron stops and sniffs the air. Goblin scent is on the wind. He states and draws his axe. What are they doing here, so far from the misty mountains and in broad daylight? Nothing good, I reckon, answers Andriel, her staff at the ready. Keep your wits about you, friends. I remind them as I keep my blade in my hand. Carefully, we move forwards through the collapsed arch of the city's main gate. We must investigate these ruins. Goblins. As we turn the first corner after entering Runelist, we come across a group of goblins who seem to be rummaging through the debris and fallen rubble nearby. They spot us and draw their crude weapons, getting ready to charge. They have us outnumbered, remarks Andriel, but not outfought, replies Farron. Farron. I think it's Farron. I hope it is. Wait, is Farron? Huh. Come, let's make short work of them, friends. The dwarf seems eager to meet the goblins head on, but we are not without options. Readying my blade, I decided to, well, attack, obviously. I didn't get these good weapons to just run off of them. Having beaten back the first wave of goblins, we investigate further into the ruined city. The goblins' trail leads us into Runeless Asurus, where we dispatch a large number of them. I clean my sword, blackened by goblin blood, after about an hour of fighting. One moment. Sorry about that. By goblin blood, after about an hour fighting, the air is damp in this place. Where was the right path again? Did we turn this corner here before? It seems we've become lost, remarked Andriel, gazing left and right, trying to find the path ahead. Farron taps his nose. No, we're not, he says with confidence. I can still smell more goblins if I concentrate hard enough. It seems it is up to me to decide who will lead us out of this maze. Well, sorry, Farron. You're just not good enough. I think it's Farron. I'm gonna call him Farron from now on. Lovely. After emerging from the sewers, we stumble out into an overgrown courtyard. Goblins are swarming the place, but something else catches my eye. In the center of the court, a large eagle is tied up. Oh, really? There he is. Oh, that's... I see. Porter is a bit off there. In the center of the court, a large eagle is tied up, struggling to break free. We must rescue it. It does not take long for us to deal with the goblins. And Farin breaks the chains binding the eagle with his axe. Well met, friends. The bird introduces itself. I am Balaram, vassal of Gwahir, Windlord. I'm in your debt for setting me free. Balaram explains that he came to Runelist on behalf of the sons of Elrond Paradol, who are hunting a dangerous orc warlord from Mount Graham. Well, I wonder who that could be. Foul's orc. This would explain the presence of so many goblins. Well met indeed, Balaram. A troll, Balaram takes to the sky, promising to keep watch over us from above. We decide to try and locate the sons of Elrond Paradel. They will know more about the leader of the goblins that have appeared in Runelist. We come across a few more scattered groups of enemies, dispatching them as we go, until we stand before the entrance to one of the city's ruined towers. Guarding it is a massive hill troll. It's Uktok. As the monster spots us, it roars angrily and charges. Well, seemed good enough. Weapons ready, my friends. We must slay it. There he goes. It looks so sad. Look at it. Oh. The sons of Elrond entering the ruins of the tower before us. Yeah, there they are. Come on. Actually, terrible fighters. They're good at martial, but not good at fighting, it seems. We finally meet the sons of Elrond Paradol, two dark-haired elves clad in armor, shining blades in hand. It is good to see you, It's good to see friendly faces amidst the sea of foes. Eradan greets us. A well-timed meeting indeed at Alrohill, explaining how they tracked the leader of the orcs of Mount Graham here, believing him to be meeting with the messenger of Mordor somewhere within Runelist. I see. Now it all makes sense. It must have been Sauron's doing, trying to make an alliance with the orcs of the Misty Mountains, and more specifically Mount Graham, to distract the forces of good from the north, while he attacks from the south. They must be right behind this door, says Elrohill, as the twins work to dispel the dark barrier that blocks our progress through the ruins. Soon enough, a way ahead lies open. We fight by your side, friends. There he is! It's your boy Farzok, Skullkeeper of Mount Graham. Rushing toward the dark hall ahead of us, we spot two dark figures in the center of the room. One is the orc warlord, the sons of Elrond Paradol described, while the other, a hooded figure, must be the messenger of Mordor. You deal with that orc, friends, Aladdin shouts as he gives chase after the fleeing messenger with his brother. Well, you say that like that's so easy. Have you looked at this guy? He's literally a conqueror. Ugh. The orcish leader snarls, brandishing his weapon. From the shadows, more orcs appear, and the fight begins. Yeah, I don't like these odds. I'm not gonna RNG this, that would be a bit stupid. That's probably not that. No, of course not. Yeah, I got fucked by him. The dark figure. There he is. He's actually a novice sorcerer. Interesting. We dispatch the last orcs in the hall and make haste to follow the sons of Elrond Paradol to the top of the ruined tower. As we reach the half-collapsed platform, rain begins to pour from the darkened skies above. We spy Aladdin and Elrohill, locked in combat, the dark hooded figure who appears to be calling thunder and lightning to his escape. Well, I wonder how. How is such a feat possible? He's a sorcerer. Asshole. Just as we close the distance, a winged shadow swoops down, whisking the dark messenger away as Balaram the eagle gives chase. The storm quiets down soon after, but we are left with more questions than answers. Who was that mysterious stranger? The aftermath. Oh Jesus! Don't die now. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. As the storm passes, we regroup outside the city gates alongside the sons of Elrond Paradol. The goblins and orcs have fled, and the eagle Balram has flown towards the misty mountains to report to his lord. Alberhill reveals that the hooded stranger they fought possesses sorceress powers, and was able to hold the two elves off for a considerable while. He must be high in the enemy's favor to be granted a fell beast, such as that winged shadow for a steed, Aladdin states. We will investigate this new threat further, but for now, we must return to our father in Imladris. I nod. As for my companions and I, it would be best to return to Sanford and plan our next move from there. We will report back Halbarad at Sanford. Let's do it. Still need to get out of this crippling bed. Returning to the forts, we enter Halbarad's camp, hidden in the hills near the Sand Fort, and relay the events that transpired at Runelist to him. He seems deeply concerned by our description of the Dark Messenger. Not even the sons of Elrond Paradol could best him, huh? That is worrying, to be sure. They would have overcome him in the end, had he not fled, remarks Andril, but I share your concern. Eriador may be in danger. Not if we find the stranger put a stop to his plans, says Farin, with his usual confidence, and I find myself agreeing with my stout companion. We will not rest until this thread is ended. Eriador must be kept safe. Cool. Burrow Downs. Oh, very, very, very dangerous place. Oh wow, that's even the early stage building. It's not quite the same though. Well then. Once again, I think we've read all this. Once again to Halbarad. I think we've read this all short as well. Really not having a lot of luck, do we? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Can I marry you by any chance? I think I have to go to Halbarad. Where is he? There he is. Oh man. That's a bit unfortunate. Ah yes, we should also divine the storm, of course. Wait, is she my lover? She is, but she's way too young for that. Huh. Quite sure how that works, but never mind. Oh then. Burrow Downs there. Two rangers of the Dunedain of the North have gone missing among the Burrow Downs, ancient resting place of the forefathers of the Edain. Halbarad has asked us to investigate the disappearances as we travel to Imladris to inform Elrond Paradol of the events that transpired. Runelist. Let's try it. There we go. Oh my god, this gets worse by the second. Come on, woman. I'm actually low on health. I thought you were a good physician. Oh, you're average. Well, seems like you're not my physician anymore, eh? Burrodowns and natural fog. These things are very, very dangerous. They almost killed Frodo, or took him over. Uh, at first, we made some very good progress on our journey through the forlorn hills of the Tirn Gorfat. But after passing a dark standing stone found on top of a barren hilltop, thick fog began to rise, obscuring almost all sunlight. There is an ill-portent wind. Portent? On the wind. There's an ill portent on the wind, says Andriel. Aye, agrees Farin. The air's gotten cold all of a sudden. Keep your wits sharp, my friends, I remind them, and your eyes open for the missing rangers. Whatever caused this unnatural sudden rising of a fog cannot be good. I step forward, bare blade in hand. A chill sensation creeps into my mind, as if unfriendly eyes were watching our every move. We will find them. Ah, there they are. Ah, possessed. Wights. There they are. From the fog they come, dreadful burrow wights with eyes cold as ice, crude weapons in their skeletal hands, their gaunt faces grim and merciless. They have not yet focused their full attention on us, as if we wished we could still attempt to evade them. And if we wished, there we go. That would delay our search for the missing rangers. Though, Jesus. That would delay our search for the missing rangers, though, and we do not know how much time these men have left. Come, says Farin. I do not fear dead men. We can clear a path through them. Andriel seems more cautious, but remains silent. It is up to me to decide how to proceed. There's only one actual way, is there? Of course, we best the wights, as it should be. As we continue our search through the unrelenting fog, we come across a patch of herbs growing between two broken obelisks of ancient make. Upon closer inspection, I recognize the plant's shape and identified it as Aphelas, known as King's Foil, to the men of Bree. Healing herb? Asked Andriel, looking over my shoulder. It would be wise to gather some of it for later use. Aye, says Farin. Who knows what sort of creature we'll encounter next? These blasted barrows. 500 lifestyle XP? Nah, that's more important. Barrow down, searching for tracks. The fog refuses to disperse as we make our way towards one of the larger burrow hills. An eerie light can be seen emanating from the entrance. I don't think we'll find your missing ranger friends in there, says Farin. I have a feeling we should search elsewhere. An ancient evil haunts this land, Andriel remarks. It was during the final days of Cardaland, one of the kingdoms that split apart after Anna was partitioned. It was in the final days of Cardaland that the Witch King sent dark spirits from Angmar to harry the last Dunedain who dwelt here. We should investigate this burrow further. I nod, but I cannot shake the feeling of uneasiness. Which way should we follow from here? Well, let's go for the one that actually has the highest chance of success. Ah. Come on, man. 71%. Ah, that's good. More lifestyle XP. There he is, our boy, Lewin. After searching the barrows for many hours, Farin gives a warning shout, alerting us to a dark figure emerging from the fog. But instead of another burrow wight, we are surprised to discover one of the rangers we sent here to find. Lewin, ranger of Sarn Ford. Stay back, he stutters, clearly distressed. Lewin, my friend, I calmed the man. It is me, Eradan. These are Andriel and Farin, my companions. We've come here looking for you. Tell us, what happened? Lewin speaks of how whites ambushed him, dragging off his unconscious companion. I barely got away, wandering this endless fog for days, it seems. You're safe now, Lewin. Probably about to fight the other one. Lewin has given us a clue on how to locate the missing companion. I remember a distinct standing stone, taller than any others. That's where those whites ambushed us. One of the largest burrows lies nearby. That must be where they've dragged him off to. Soon enough, fog clears enough for us to spy the pillar Lewin described in the distance. But before we can reach it, we find ourselves surrounded by whites rising from the ground. Now they've strung the very same trap our friends ran afoul of earlier. Farin says, what the fuck does that mean? Axes of dwarves. The dwarves are upon you. Interesting. Baruch, Kazat I Menu. Something like that. With a fierce battle cry, the dwarf leaps into action. Well, let's see. Let's go for this. Aw, damn it. Seems he's dead, eh? Entering into the gloomy depths of the great burrow that lies beyond the standing stone, we dispatch more whites in our path until we find ourselves in an underground hall lined by tombs embedded in the walls. In the center, a ranger stands. Killaran, shouts Lewin, but his companion does not respond. Killaran's eyes glow with an eerie light, and at his command, whites rise from the tombs, weapons in hand. He's been taken over by the evil spirits, Andriel exclaims. It is too late for him. Says Lewin, only death. Free him now. Yeah, literally possessed. Just look at this, man. Give us Killaran. Oh no. I can actually free him. 85% chance. Yes! Is that my boy? The Wilderness. Tom Bombadil. A jolly stranger, that's one way of describing him. The possessed ranger has fallen, but for every slain white, 2 more seem to rise. We attempt a fighting withdrawal. More foes block our path towards the burrow's exit. All of a sudden, the ground begins to shake, and with a loud crack, the ceiling parts, letting bright sunlight in. Light shines on burrows old, driving out all malice. Let's sleep the dead in peace in their royal palace. The song is strange, and the singer even stranger. A man in a blue jacket and yellow boots. Ho, friends! Come, come, the fog has dispersed. See how warm the sun now shines once more. He leads us outside, and soon says his goodbyes, dancing and singing, as he disappears among the hills. What a curious fellow. It's basically like Frodo's story, what happened to him when he was in the burrow dens. I think, if I remember. Something like that. Sure. I don't mind staying at Tom Bombadil's house. Unexpected company. It takes only a short while for us to find the eastern exit of the Burrow Downs, a stony path leading down towards the greenway in a vale below. Near the road, we are surprised to find Halbrad among some of his rangers, having spied us from afar. I'm glad to see you safe, he says. We saw unnatural clouds and lightning gather over the burrows from afar. Came to investigate. But it seems you've put a stop to the evil. After quickly recounting the events, Halbrad tasks us to continue onwards to Imladris. To speak with Elrond Peridot, I think I haven't looked at this yet. So much text here. And complete our initial task. We should leave at once. Whew. Cool. Finally have some money as well. Build up, burrow even more. tent. What do we actually need? That's another question. Okay, this is the point where I'm not too familiar with what I'm supposed to do. I think Quartermaster's pretty good though. Yeah, supply loss down all the way. Sure, get that. Let's go, I guess. I do want all these other thingies though. It's gonna be a bit of a longer one. Let's go all the way around. I think I'll come back here eventually. Go for this stuff first. There you go. I think we go here later anyway, so I think that's good enough. Right. Haste. Scout for talent. Let's go. Keep moving. Sure. We just got a free upgrade, did we? Yes, it's now at level 2. Instead of like, what, 200 or something? It costs 175. And we are wise men now as well. Lovely. Which means we can also do mystical convenience. What do I need? Pretty good. I kind of want this though. It's not befriending people. Is Alvarez my friend? No, he's not. I want to marry one of his courtiers. Finally. Oh no. How terrible. Flight attempt completed. Now I'm out of money. Now I also should be exactly. Not terrible, but not good, but better than nothing. Oh wow, you're pretty good. One of the Sons of Rudar, that's a pretty cool name. Nah, no need to get... Special? Yes, there is. Results about. Is there something here? Yes, there is. Sons of Cav. No, that's not what we got. No, definitely not. More of these. Sure. Okay, let's try it. Almost there. How about now? Come on. Yes. Isn't she my... No, she's no longer my lover. Oh, whatever. I can take that. Let's also start befriending all my followers. Oh, why are you so upset, girl? Revoke my opposition. Ignored concerns. Annoyed. Oh. My friend? Well, you hate me for that. That's concerning. Why is it 0? Ah, you just don't. Okay. How about you, friend? Surely you like me. Oh, good enough, I guess. What is my current end? Placated. Ah, still some room to grow. Really, fuck. I don't think that's... Yeah, that's much more important. There he is, the last homely house of Elrond of Rivendell. Many miles of travel across Eriador lie behind, and the serene vale of Imladris finally welcomes us. Hidden elven sentries have granted us passage into the valley where Elrond Paradel and his people live, and where stands the last homely house. The Lord of Imladris welcomes us in his library, listening patiently as we take turns telling him of the events of Runelist and in the Burrow Downs at Runelist. Some of what you've told me I have already heard from my sons, Elrond finally replies. But I'm glad you've come here, friends. There's a task that I intend to give you, one of which we will speak soon, but for now, rest here for as long as you like. You must be tired after your endeavors. You have our thanks, Lord Elrond. Very much so. Now then. Ladders. The hidden vale of Imladris is a refuge to many of the Noldor that still dwell in Middle-earth. I'm pretty sure you know what Middle-earth is. Joke. Under the leadership of Elrond Paradel, they have kept his valley safe for many centuries. Named the last homely house, Elrond's residence sits next to a large waterfall, since it is here that the mighty Bruin River crashes down from the misty mountains. While my companions and I rest here, there are a few individuals we could converse with, and thus we shall. I'll speak with Master Elrond directly. There he is. Cano Elrond of Imladris is the Lord of Imladris, and longtime ally of the Dunedain of the North. Many of the chieftains of my people were fostered here in their youth, and Rivendell has been a welcome resting place for the Dunedain after long travels and hardships across Eriador. Elrond can be often found in his library. As my companions and I approach, I decide to let Andriel do most of the talking. Imladris is her home, and she has dwelt here in the company of Elrond for over an age. Dibble left are sure. Elrond's sons. The sons of Elrond Paradel crossed our path back during our investigation of the ruined city of Runelist. Since then, they attempted to track down the mysterious dark figure they encountered and fought at the top of the city's ruined keep. Andriel leads us towards Eradan and Elrohil, who can be found on one of Rivendell's walkways, gazing out over the massive waterfall below. How fared you in your investigation in the days since we parted ways? Asked Andriel. We know that our foe went north, replies Aladan. We lost his trail at the edge of the Eton Moors. Elrohil adds. Spy master. That's certainly a choice. Lifetime XP. Oh, that's definitely better. Yes, it is. The wizard? Could it be? Yes, it's Gandalf the Grey of Gandalf's company. Before I take my first step towards the wizard, he already notices me and soon stands before me. I've heard of him. It is none other than Gandalf the Grey, a longtime friend of the hobbits of the Shire, whom we rangers keep safe. Andril, these are your friends, I take it, the wizard says, turning towards me. I introduce myself, as does Thorin, and Gandalf nods. I'm glad to see the matter keeping Eriador safe in such capable hands. Other matters call me away, otherwise I would assist you, he sighs, betraying sighs of steadfast yet weary awe. Betraying, not like betray, like... Yeah, I think you get it. Are there other wizards active in the north? No, let's go for this. And Arwen. Hey, it's our boy. As I approach Arwen, daughter of Elrond, I'm surprised to find a familiar figure standing next to her. It is Aragorn, my chieftain, whom we last saw at the Prancing Pony in Bree. It is good to see you again, my friends. Aragorn greets us and introduces us to the lady at his side. Arwen smiles at Andrihil, for they have long known each other, nods gracefully as she learns the names of Farin and myself. Long have warriors like the three of you kept the north safe, she says respectfully. I perceive that great danger lies on the path ahead, but if you remain true to one another, you will prevail. Yeah, I do need some supplies. Now then, let's do Mystical Communion. So does it the Elven holding Imladris, the last homely seed east of the sea. I stand upon a high viewpoint, gazing upon the sheer cliffs topped by swaying pine trees, golden in the evening sun, and my weariness and worries vanish in an instant. The gentle breeze caresses me, and the waters of the Brunnen babble distantly, mixed with the sound of faint and fair chatter. Whatever troubles or worries I may have, I forget it for just a moment. The shapes of the houses are silhouetted against the soft sun, libraries, guest homes, and mighty halls. It is impossible to not feel a weight off my shoulders, a sense of comfort and joy. Cool wind gently blows upon my back, and I hear the rustling of the pines. Yeah, that's some Ladras for you. Let's see. I think it's about time I got myself this perk. The Hostility perk, and I also want to max out Wit. This one gives more martial, in general, lifesteal XP and armor movement speed. Let's do it. Perfect. Oh, really? Okay, fine. I do, of course, always. My Kadlinar sword. No, I just want to sell one of them. Yes. Not the breeze sword. The Kalingen sword. 2 gold deficit, but that's okay. I don't mind stealing. Not a nice person. Need to make bank. Yeah, that's what I thought. Scholarly work. Diplomacy. Oh, it's a bit of that. Do it. Time to do a few contracts. Also, put this. There we go. Let's try it. What's the best chance? Hmm. Is that just the highest one every time? Oh no, not every time. Ah, yeah. Poor chapter. It happens. Okay, this one's not too high as well. As good as it's gonna get. Okay, that bonus gold worth. Damn, didn't work. Ah, fine. That's acceptable. Just need some construction, reduction, this. Now then, time. One of the special things you can do in Uploaders as a ranger, which is historical endeavors in Uploaders. Oh, really? Interesting. Let's go. In historical endeavors. We're now looking through the libraries of Uploaders in search of the old history, and you're about to die. Shocking. There's always just this. Absolutely amazing. This. Third age. You have to read for yourself. This is too much. Fall of Honor, yeah, that seems pretty fitting. I think this is the partition. Yeah. This is the guy who usurped Kingdom of Rudar. Go for the XP. There he is. I'm always gonna go for these commander traits and hope to get them. Ah, Balrogs. We're really not getting lucky with these. I do want eccentric. It's a really good turret. It's 20% more life from XP. That's not important. Always for the stats. The amazing tale of the Rings of Power. Unfree learning lifestyle XP goes down. No. Let's go for the first stage. The Fall of Gondolin. Jesus, that's a lot of lore. Ooh, we can become a hunter, man. Not really necessary. I guess let's try. Ulmo, there he is. Okay, I would like to be a sailor. Yeah. Isn't that a human? Oh, it is. It's Tour. The Blessed, the only human, I think, was able to sail west. Ah, yeah. I can live in Noldor. What have the Valor ever done for us? No. Oh my god, military engineer, that's huge. That's huge. Okay, which one does anything? Intrigue and stewardship. I definitely go for the stewardship. Hall of Honor. Oh, the other one. Yes. And tour on the Fall of Gondolin. Look at this. Free commander lifestyle perks already. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can I do it again? No. Okay. Let's visit the holding. I'm just gonna spam this from now on. Do you have anything? Eh. Yeah, I don't mind. I do not mind. More than anything else. Don't really need to do that right now. Just max it out, I guess. Perfect. We'll max that one out. What else do we need? Book, roaring campfire. Proving grounds, that seems good. My good sir. In need of one. Steadfast, good. Oh wow, you're really not happy, are you? Oh, I have another elf. Huge. You even know where they're all coming from, but really mind. Ah, goblins are raiding, huh? Still all here. Oh, except you. What happened? Murdered by Gorgol! Shit. How about you? Yes, alright. Oh, well, that's actually a pretty close fight. Could just join him. Let's do the storyline first. Yeah, good. Now we're coming along here. Good. Let's go. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being possessed. Like a pretty good trade. Yes. Oh, opinion. Ah, we're at the utmost. Place from which evil emerges constantly. So, let's go. Traversing the wilderness of Rudar has been arduous. The hills and the ravines of this land make traveling in a straight line almost impossible. But now we finally stand at the edge of the Edmores, a rugged land infamous for being home to many stone trolls. The area is desolate. There's not much vegetation compared to the densely forested hills of Rudar. A strong wind brushes over the stony crags and crevices. A single black bird can be seen in the distance, taking flight as we approach. It should not be hard to locate a giant in these lands, says Andriel, peering out into the distance. Aye, says Farin. Let's keep an eye out for him. Nah, stress release. Despite our expectations, the stone giant proves to be harder to find than we thought. The Edmores are comprised of a trackless, pathless landscape, devoid of most vegetation except for a few bushes here and there. No trace of our quarry has been found so far. We might have more luck further north, near the Graham's Spine, suggests Farin. Andriel, on the other hand, states if there are no tracks to be found here, we may be able to find some near the softer terrain to the west, where a few small rivers flow. It's for Andriel, with low on opinion. Cormac the funny one, that's a hell of a name. Just as we pass by a number of large rocks that dot the landscape, a hoarse cry rings out behind us. It is an orc ambush. A small raiding party has managed to surprise us. We quickly draw our weapons, getting ready for a fight. They are almost upon us, but a few seconds left to make a decision on how to deal with our foes. We meet them head on. So, let's beat back the orc as it should be. Balarum's return. As the fight drags on and more orcs arrive at the scene, the sound of battle is interrupted by a piercing cry. We've heard that noise before. It heralds the arrival of one of the great eagles of the north. The noble bird swoops down, scattering the terrified orcs with sharp claws. Soon enough, the few survivors flee. My friends, the eagle exclaims, landing on top of a large rock. It is Balaram, whom we met in the ruins of Runelist. Well met indeed, Balaram, says Andriel. Your arrival was most fortuitous. I am here on behalf of my lord, who worried about the safety of his lands after one of the stone giants of the Misty Mountains wandered down into Rudar, Balaram explains. I don't like the fact that these orcs were here too, grumbles Foreign. I fear they may be looking for that giant. It's wonderful to see you, Balaram. A swarm of foes, just as Balaran takes flight once more, we press onwards. With the guidance of the eagle's sharp eyes, we finally find the stone giant's trail and follow it. A few miles later, we come across another hunting party of orcs, but this time, they have not yet become aware of our presence. Now we can be a hunter. It's Krushnak and Gund. Actually pretty powerful. The last orc falls, but the battle is far from over. With a ferocious war, not one but two massive trolls crash onto the battlefield. I glance towards the sky, but cannot spot Balaram up there. It seems we must deal with these monsters without his assistance, for now. The trolls brandish their clubs, let out yet another roar. Charge. Yeah, seems like good odds. Slay these trolls. A moment to rest. A short while later, we regroup in a secluded spot between two jagged rocks. Balaram reappears and lands next to us, high up in the skies. Andriel's eyes spot two more eagles. We are weary from our hardships and could use some rest, but the eagle bids us to make haste. His companions have spotted a stone giant near one of the smaller rivers, making its way further south and west. We must stop this rampage here and now, says Balaram, and we will need your aid in order to bring it down. How long can we afford to rest? How long will we last if we do not recover enough? Stone giant. Oh, I don't like that skull. With the guidance of the eagles, we finally catch up to the stone giant. It devastates the landscape and leaves a trail of destruction on its path. We cannot hope to defeat it by ourselves, but the eagles will topple the giant if my companions and I can distract it long enough. It will be a task most perilous, but it is our duty to try and win the fight. Yeah, this one I'm a safe scum. Sorry. Well then, we must distract it so the eagles can bring it down. Whew. Go. Edmore's the dark designs. The stone giant is no more. As we prepare to leave the site of the battle, we come across a few remaining orcs whom we quickly dispatch. One of them carries a dark emblem and a crude drawing depicting the giant we just defeated. I do not recognize that sigil, says Andriel. Your master should know, suggests Foreign. If we find out where these orcs came from, we may yet discover their plans. As we bid farewell to Balaram and the other eagles, they promise us to scout for more orcs and bring news of anything they discover to invaders. Elrond must hear what happened here. Returning to Rivendell. As the hidden veil of an recovery, finding Elrond in his library, we hand over the sigil we found in the last of the orcs. Orcs. His brow furrows as he studies the emblem. This comes from Gundabad, Elrond explains after a short moment of silence. That hive of orcs in the northernmost mountains has awoken once more, I fear. After the battle at Erebor, Battle of the Five Armies, I hoped that Gundabad would remain silent for many years to come. If they were looking for the stone giant you tracked, they must have had a plan for it. Elrond pauses before looking each of us in the eye. If we are to decipher the meaning behind all this, you will need to go to Gundabad. Gundabad, that name bodes ill. Indeed it does. Can we do it now? Yes. I think I've read all this. I'm pretty sure I read all this. There you go. So here once more. Oh, wait. Could use some more contracts in all honesty. How much here? Still a bit of Marshall. Now then. Okay, you're kind of terrible. You're also terrible. You have nothing. You're all terrible. Oh, damn it. Oh, you can join me by all means. I don't know. No. She don't like me anymore. That's kind of funny though. Like last. Oh, wit gain plus 10%. That's actually pretty useful for right now. Sure. No, Smith. Why the hell not? This. Let's see. Do I not have anyone better than? No. Also, no. No. Yes. Bit wounded, my friend. Let's get on with it. That should be pretty straightforward. Oh, yeah. Who won, by the way? Damn, he took it. He took Not bad. How's Gondor looking? Still standing. To something. You're still around. The Insane. What's well, hello name. I think that's good enough. There we go. Build up our camp more. Break this pavilion. Now then. Maybe I should try a university as well while I'm here. Eh. Okay, fine. Seems I need to cancel that. $200, Jesus, that's a lot of gold. You know what? Fuck it, let's just try and put low money instead. Now I should just be able to upgrade it anyways. Oh yes. If we get it, we get it. If not, then we don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even that stupid, but not good enough, eh? That's good. If possible, I want to go to at least level 2. I have a decent chance of getting it. I don't have that much money. Damn. No, didn't work, did it? Oh, it worked! Huge. I was lucky. I wasn't actually supposed to happen, to be honest. Go to this. What's that increase? Horse has interesting. Go to the Elven Refuge again. Or how far down am I? I'm almost there. Getting there. I'm sure it's gonna. Be insane. That's a bit harsh. Really, that's your great capital? You just abandon your original one. A departing host. The road north into the foreboding misty mountains has been hard, but we finally reached the northernmost peaks of that mountain chain, where it meets both the mountains of Angmar to the west and the Grey Mountains to the east. We travel up a snowy slope, and the sudden sound of war horns surprises us. Down in the valley below, a large host of orcish raiders departs their underground lair, issuing forth into the pass. It seems that luck was on our side, allowing us to avoid detection by them. As we observed the departing host from a safe distance, we realized that this might mean that Gundabad itself will be less tightly guarded. I wonder where they might be watching. Gundabad finding an entrance. The flogger. After a day spent carefully searching for one of the lesser entrances into Gundabad, it is Farin who makes the discovery we've been looking for. A half-collapsed gate of dwarven make, watched by only a handful of orcs. By Vada Elentari. What is that? The wife of... Oh, I see. Queen of the Aino. This could be our chance, says Andriel. If we dispatch them quickly, we may be able to enter the mountain undetected. Aye, says Farin, and my axe would welcome the opportunity to cut a few necks. It has been a while. Charge him directly. Problem. Darkness surrounds us. How much do I have? 45. Jesus. Darkness surrounds us. We've come to Gundabad itself, a vast network of tunnels and pathways that dig ever deeper and deeper into the foundations of the mountains. Andriel and I are uneasy, knowing that there is a sheer unimaginable weight of rock and stone above our heads. But Farin seems to feel right at home in these tunnels. The flickering light of the small lantern in my hand only reaches a few paces, and yet the knowledge that I have my hardy friend at my side eases the weight on my heart. Mind, I'm glad to have a dwarf with me, Farin. Do I care about any of these? Alwyn, yeah, I care about you. Vastness beneath, we encounter almost no living creature as we continue our investigation of the endless corridors of Gundabad, except for a few stray orcs here and there, whom we dispatch swiftly and silently. As we turn yet another corner, we suddenly stand at the entrance to a massive cavern, lit by a myriad of distant torches and crude lamps. This is a lair of goblins, says Andriel. The very same ones we fought in that ruined town. I smell it, confirms Fern. So this is what's become of the sacred place where Durin the Deathless once awoke. Do not let your heart despair, my friend, replies the elf. It may not be so forever. I nod. Oft it has been so that Andriel found the right words to turn hopelessness aside. It's good that you're here, Andriel. The deepest passage. That's a pretty cool look. Making our way deeper into the vast grotto, we suddenly hear the sounds of fighting in the distance. As we come closer, we spot a pair of dwarfs. Have I looked at this yet? I have no idea what dwarfs are. Locked in combat with a group of orcs. Soon enough, all foes lie dead, and we have a quick opportunity to talk. I am Nordri, son of Nordendad. Oh, what a coincidence. Norin, no. Oh, it actually is, yeah. His father. This is a good one. Yeah. The guy who we played as. And this is Gundry, one of the dwarves, explains. At your service, we've come here to disable the great forges used by our forefathers when the world was young. The orcs have reignited them and used them to forge weapons of war, threatening all of the north. This we cannot permit to be. I nod and Farin steps forward. A most noble task. and we shall aid you. Come, let us make for the forges with haste. Forges, we managed to fight our way to the ancient forges deep beneath Gundabad. As the last orc in the great forging chamber drops dead, an eerie silence falls over the hall, only to be broken just a few seconds later by the sound of an orc horn being blown in the distance. How much time do you need to disable the forges? Asks Andriel, and Gundry replies, it will only take a few minutes. We all know that those few minutes will not be bought so easily. By the sound of it, almost all orcs that remained within Gundabad have been roused against us. They are approaching fast. Oh, really? I mean, Gundabad is currently not really much of a problem. This have to be said. This is what they get rid of. That's everything. It's just kind of meh. It's not even a conqueror. Escape to the surface, cave after cave and tunnel after tunnel. We must flee from Gundabad, but the orcs are hot on our heels and have harried us all the way from the forges. There has been no opportunity to rest and no chance to discuss which way to take in order to escape this underground labyrinth. I know a safe route, says Nordri, but it will take us a while to reach it. It may be better to head straight for the main gate, suggests Andriel. I think it's supposed to be pointing toward a large archway, which looks to lead into a broader path winding upwards. Sure, I'll trust Gondry. There's Angmar, unsurprisingly. Wait, what? No, there isn't. Yeah, I've actually created it. Just looks a bit like that from now. The light of day, at long last, we feel the sun's warm touch on our faces once more. The long dark of Gundabad is finally behind us, but we cannot allow ourselves to rest yet. I've not heard of Nordenbad before, says Foreign. Where does it lie? In the Grey Mountains, explains Gundry. It has been hidden for many a year, surviving even the onslaught of the drakes that drove the line of Durin south. We could take you there with us, offers Nordri. The rise of Gundabad is a matter that concerns us all. We must warn them of the threats. Let's do a bit of... Why the fuck did you not go there? Go back. Back immediately. There you go. Of course. No, I do not care. Ooh, yes, that's good. Take men-at-arms from every station. There it is, the hidden sanctuary of Nordenbad. Nordenbad is the last surviving dwarven hold in the Grey Mountains. There he is, Isbert Gorin II. It is a small dwarven stronghold carved directly into the mountains, hidden behind the secret path known only to its few inhabitants. As we enter the holding, we are brought before Nordri's father, Isbert Gorin of Gundabad. He greets us and thanks us for assisting his son during his mission in Gundabad. It worries me to hear of such intense orc activity at Gundabad, the Dwarf Lord adds. We will have to keep a close eye on them and their armies. For now, you three are welcome to enjoy the safety of my halls. A welcome opportunity to rest indeed. Yes, just a bit longer. After the dragons drove the dwarves of Durin's folk from the Grey Mountains, it was long believed that no dwarven presence remained so far north, and yet the holding of Northernbad prevailed, surviving until this very day. The city is very small. It was carved directly into the sheer rock of the large mountain that shelters it. Deep beneath lies the sacred lake of Azan Zaram, the beauty of which was ever its greatest treasure. We've been granted access to this hidden holdout, and are free to explore its halls. There are a few of the dwarven here that we could speak with. Speak of Dornbad's Lord Gorin. Isbeth Gorin II of Northernbad has ruled Northernbad for a great many years, a scion of the Grey Mountains of old. He is a proud and wise dwarven ruler. As I approach, the Lord of Northernbad thanks me once more for the rescue of his son, Nordri. He readily tells me more of the history of his hidden mountain hold, and tells me the tale of how the dwarves of Northernbad have sworn to forever keep the sacred lake of Azad Zarum safe, until the line of Durin turned to the north. Astonishing how you managed to survive against the dragon. It really is. Let's see what Nordri's up to. Near the forges of Northernbad, we come across Nordri, who is hard at work crafting a new blade for himself. Among dwarves, he tells us, it is not out of the ordinary for even princes and sons of lords to learn the art of the hammer and anvil, and the making of arms and armor. If you wish it, you could grab a new weapon for one of your companions from our armories, Nordri offers. It would make a fine reward for your assistance in Wunderbat. Yeah, I'm much more interested in him getting something good. Yeah, it's okay. Gundry, you're actually pretty good. After a short search, we come across Gundry in one of the many hallways of Northernbad. The old warrior seems to be deep in thought and only notices us as Farron speaks his name. Good to see you, my new friends. Have you come back to ask for my help on your next adventure, wherever it may take you? We would never force you away from your home, Farron replies. But if you could spare in an hour or two, your sage advice would surely come in handy. Oh yes, Cabin Commander. Very much so. Lovely. Love to see it. Is it the delving? Same procedure. Always the same. Now, is any of you... You're all terrible. He's in trouble, is he? Oh, I get a close hook on it. That's better. I saved him. Let's try to get some contracts as well. No available contracts. Let's do that one then. Oh my god. That was fast. An errand to run. A few days have passed after our arrival in Northernbad. My companions and I have been summoned by Goran, Lord of Northernbad. His weary face betrays the sorrows that must weigh heavily on his mind. My friends, he begins, I have decided how to answer the threat of Wunderbat. Long years has our clan been sundered from our kin, who now once more dwell beneath the lonely mountain. I believe the time has come to renew our allegiance to the line of Durin, and ask for their aid in the war that now brews on our borders. The elderly dwarf, looking each of us in the eye. Would you be willing to go to Erebor in my stead, my friends? If you're willing, make haste to the forest gate Mirkwood, to pass through the elven path there, for I fear that the Grey Mountain Gap is already teeming with orcs. We will deliver your message to the High King under the mountain. Okay, I don't need to go there immediately. That's good. I haven't done nearly enough contracts. Oh. I don't want to be that. Sure. I don't know about Nork, as long as you pay me well. I don't care about the details. I do want to get rid of this. Yeah, some money will never go amiss. Thank you, my friend. Let's upgrade 10 more. I need a campfire. Yeah, these are underrated. Good. Get the roaring campfire. That's a pretty good steadfast squad. Don't I get like some bonuses from having steadfast? Yes. Scaled by dread. Am I dreadful? Not really. Kind of. Mm. 80% is as good as you're gonna get it. Criminal contract? I don't want criminal contracts. Yeah, I want this. 0. God damn it. Why is it still there? I want to get rid of it. Come on. How do I get rid of this? Hmm. That's a good question. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I think I need to go to like a temple holding us, right? So I don't really know where those might even like be. Oh, there they would. Yeah, I should just go here. Hold on, let's go. Please gather all these. Oh, let's go here first. it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ugh. Seems he's lost it. Small trinket, huh? Sure. Adherents of Ulm. Nah, I don't really think that. Not a good idea. Any point to this stuff? No. Not really. My wife old enough yet. Like 40 or something. Come on. Stay on the path. The forest gate, narrowly avoiding any awkward patrols where we at last arrived at the western edge of Mirkwood. This was once an inviting entrance guarded by the elves of this land, says Andriel, but it is no longer so. The gate has fallen into visible disrepair, its marble arch broken and the remaining stone thoroughly overgrown by thorned vines. The passage into the forest that lies beneath is almost blocked by wild undergrowth, of which Farron makes short work with his axe. I have a bad feeling about this, I mutter to myself, as we set afoot into the gloomy forests. We must stay on the path. That's a great... Ah, no. Islands? No idea what that is. Darkness beneath the boughs. At first, we make some good progress along the narrow path that leads through Mirkwood, but soon we come across the site of a struggle. A wooden cart broken down next to the pathway, and the bodies of two unfortunate travelers, motionless on the ground. As we approach, one of them opens his eyes. He's still alive, Baron calls out, rushing to the man's side. Great spiders came upon us, the traveler manages to say, pointing weakly to the south where a faint trail can be seen. It leads off the main path, deeper into the darkness. They took my companions. My friends do not say a word. I know they're thinking the same as I. Fear not, we will rescue them. So much for staying on the path. Eight-legged foes. As we enter the uncharted forests far from the elven path, it is only thanks to Undriel's familiarity with the woods and to Farron's eyes untroubled by darkness that we're able to keep track of our quarry. Yet it soon becomes clear that the great spiders of Mirkwood are not too fond of being followed. A sharp warning cry from Andriel. Eradan, duck! I react instinctively and throw myself to the ground. Something swooshes through the air, no more than an arm length above my head, and as I look up, I see a monstrous spider leaping towards me. Two armed, my friends. Well done. Fend off those spiders. A tangled trail. The further south we follow the spider's trail, the more difficult it becomes to move forward. The undergrowth is almost impenetrable here. Were it not for Farron's skill with the axe, we would have been forced to turn back. These spiders must have carried their prey through the treetops, says Andriel, pointing upwards. That's how they bypass the dense growth here. Aye, Farron agrees. Sadly, we do not have that luxury. Driven onwards by the thoughts of the helpless travelers caught by the spiders, we press on. I feel exhausted, but I cannot turn back now. No, we must keep moving. Oh no. The spider's lair. We have followed the spider's trail for many miles and now stand before an overgrown hill, rising deep within the darkest parts of central Mirkwood. To our surprise, there's light here, flickering red flames borne by shadowy figures, soon revealed to be orcish torchbearers. They must be in league with the spiders, I whisper to my companions. There's an entrance over there, Adriel adds, pointing in the direction. That is where we will find the captured travelers. Let us hope they're still alive, Baron utters, readying his axe. Orcs and spiders alike, they'll fall. 54%. Hey, I did it! There he is. As we exit from the lair of spiders, we find ourselves face to face with another group of orcs guarding an elvish prisoner. They are surprised by our sudden appearance, that we're able to dispatch them swiftly. They are so surprised by our sudden appearance that we are able to dispatch them swiftly, freeing the elf. You have my thanks, my friends, he says, introducing himself. I am Glohirin of the Woodland Realm, on an errand from the Elven King, and was asked to deliver a message to the wizard Iwendil. But when I arrived at Roscobel, I found the abode overrun by spiders soon after I was captured. The wizard has gone missing, which troubles me greatly, and I must set out at once to find him. We will aid you in your search, my friend. Let's find Radagast. Oh god, it's another death skull. After many further hardships, we finally found success. Before us, on a small clearing, stands an orcish captain. Next to us be the queen of Mirkwood's spiders. The lost wizard, Radagast, is tied up on a nearby tree. They are allies, as we feared. Whispers Glorhirim, readying his bow. There's no need for further conversation. We must save Radagast, slay those who captured him. What are the odds? To battle. Whew. On hidden paths, once free, Radagast quickly leads us away from the clearing. More orcs may be coming, he says, pausing briefly. It would be best to keep on moving. I know these woods better than most, and there are some paths that are yet safe. Follow me, friends, you'll be safe in my company. He turns to leave. We fall in line behind him. I do wonder where he plans to take us. And I have few places to go to first. It's not like too long. No. This. Calm yourselves. Here we are. A wizard's abode, the Astari has led us swiftly on paths unknown only to himself. Soon enough, we stand at the edge of a peaceful glade where a small hut is located. This is Roscobel, home of the wizard Radagast. I know of your errands, Radagast says, and though they may be urgent, I counsel you to rest for at least a night here. Do not fear another attack. The spiders will scatter until a new queen has risen. That will keep them busy for a while. As for the orcs, their destination lies far to the north from here. He looks at me, stroking his beard. You will cross paths with me again, I reckon, but for now, I say, that it is time for some tea. We will rest the night. I mean, I'm already here, so too late for that. Pipe of Radagast. Sure. Sure. By all means. Wait, can I go to the temple? Can I not get rid of gallows bait here or something? Sure. Thought I can do it. Ah. Okay, now. Wipe plane? May bygones be bygones. There you go. That was definitely not worth getting it in the first place. This have to be said. Guess let's do one more contract. Just leave it at that. It's when I am. It's when I cautious leader. Lovely. I want some money. What would your man at arms even look like? You gotta give me some rabbit riders. Oh no, no, I want the money. Oh, that's good. That's good. Am I a cautious leader or something? No, I'm not. How can I teach these fools about something I'm not even? Well, yeah, but anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. We're almost at the most important part of the story. I don't want to spoil it, but those of you who know, good for you. Things will start to get real interesting from here on out. I kind of like this. This is a lot more story-esque. I still try to min-max it a lot, but it's a lot different from what I usually do, where I just click through everything since I know all the like events by now, in and out. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and next episode we'll just continue from here. So, see you in the next one. Bye.